Hello guys and girls! I'm glad to see you took my threat seriously. Because, I was getting ready to come round to your house and begin burning them all down. But seriously. So this week's topic is who and what inspires you. Now I've got to kind of spice things up because being Friday I'm kind of getting sloppy false on this bitch's back, so I don't want you guys to have to sit through another diatribe of stuff that you've already heard. It's not fair on you, so here is what inspires me and who inspires me. So let's start with the usual. I'm a film student, so it makes sense to start off with artists. Vincent van Gogh really inspires me for painting the Mona Lisa and the Sistine Chapel. Leonardo da Vinci, of course, I tell you what a guy. If it wasn't for him, there was no way in hell I was ever going to complete Assassin's Creed 2. Books and writing. Well, clearly, my first choice has to be William Shakespeare for the style of dubstep that he created that's just fantastic. J.R.R. Tolkien for writing a fantastic book about people walking to McDonald's to get some onion rings. And the BBC for making boring-ass TV shows and making me really want to do something with my life other than watch them. The cast of Jersey Shore for being completely talentless and allowing me to realise, LOL, anyone can be famous as long as you suck enough dick. Okay, let's get serious now. Here are my real inspirations. Let's start with directors. I think anyone who knows me well enough will see this one coming. It's Christopher fucking Nolan, obviously. Who's Christopher Nolan, I hear you say? Oh, you've been living under a rock. What's wrong with you? This is the man responsible for the Dark Knight reboot, the Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and of course, the film I've got the biggest fan boner for right now, The Dark Knight Rises, that I just simply can't wait for. And not just for his Dark Knight revamp. This man has made some fantastic pieces of film. If you haven't seen stuff like The Prestige or Memento, you should really go check it out because they are just fabulous pieces of film. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people tell me that the guy's a bit of a dick, and he's notoriously hard to work for. You know what? I don't care. Stanley Kubrick is one of the most well-known arseholes in the business. He was such a perfectionist, he would retake shots 7 to 50 times if he had to. It didn't matter how stressed out the actors got, he would keep pushing them. Shelley Duvall, who played the wife in The Shining, had a nervous breakdown on set because he pushed her so hard. But she's a crap actress anyway, so who cares? I'll cover one more director, otherwise I'll talk about film all day and I'll bore the hell out of you guys. Kevin Smith. My god, this man has some serious balls. He racks up 30 grand worth of debt to make a black and white film about two store clerks talking about Star Wars, blowjobs, and pop culture references to the 90s. This kind of film wouldn't exist in this day and age, and that's why Kevin Smith is brilliant, because he made it at the right time for the right audience, and I'm so glad he did, because I don't think he would be around today if he made it. I loved it so much, and I loved all of his work. I love the way he interacts with his audience, the fact that this man will go on tour date after tour date, touring random cities, just so people can ask him questions related to dick and knob jokes and stupid little stories that happen on sets, and he's willing to talk about them so openly. He's just such a great guy. He can't do enough for his fans, and I love that, and I love the man himself. I guess now I'll move on to music. Now, I don't tend to talk about music too much because I overshadow everything with film. Now, most of my film ideas have a lot of musical background to them. I'll either think about the music whilst I'm filming it, or I'll have set a piece up beforehand that I know I'm going to use. Even when I was writing the script for this, which I know, believe me, I wrote a script. It doesn't seem like it, does it? I was listening to, like, dubstep. Classical. Cheese. Metal. I was listening to a whole range of music whilst writing this. I don't talk about it much, but I will list the main influences in my life. Rammstein, him, yes, Luke, I also am a him fan. Trivium, Showtek, Headhunters, Brennan Hart, and Skrillex. Don't kill me for the last one. I know I'm a bit of a sellout, but fuck it, he makes half decent music. Okay, so let's talk about the one that we're all sort of here for, and that's YouTubers. Now, I don't really like talking about who I'm subscribed to because I feel a bit stalkery with that aspect, but I suppose it's kind of paying homage to that person. So I'm going to list off a few people and explain why. The first person is Thomas Ridgewell. You will probably know him as Tom Scar, or that guy who does Astuff movies. Yeah, he's great. I just love him. I've been following Tom since he was doing early Cake Bomb stuff. And it's been quite mad to see the guy progress from the cheesy little videos he used to make to the full-blown action sequences that he seems to put together now. He really is a talented director, and it's lovely to see someone come out of university and be able to go in and do something like that. It's also been cool to see how he's reacted to his audience and how they want things and how he works around them. The guy's just great, and I love his work. My personal favourite video from Tom is Musical Suicide, just because it was such a nice, simple idea delivered with a great punchline. And it was just fantastic. Second person I'm going to mention is Christopher Bingham, also known as Bing. What the bitch, seriously. Bing is just brilliant. His videos, also like Tom, have gotten stronger and stronger every single time. And then when I think the guy can't get any better, boom, out of nowhere, past Bing, future Bing. What a terrific idea to film yourself every other day for a year, and then the next year fill in those blank days with your future self answering past questions. I haven't stolen the idea, but it did inspire my 365-day blog. I really wanted to see how hard it was. And I know how unrewarding it can be at times. And to think that for a solid year he pushed himself to make a video every other day with no one seeing them besides maybe close friends and editors, just crazy. But the man did it, and it's a great project, and it's one of the ones I doubt we'll ever see again. Brilliant. So then I'm going to go into the same group and network, which is Kyan, Jamie, Rage19, Jack and Dean, Matt Lobster, Tim H, of course Ed Gould before he sadly passed away, just the whole network. I hope one day to be a part of something that amazing and creative. And of course that's why I'm here today talking to you guys with this wonderful bunch of people around me, because I aim to have something like that one day. And if I can take people from this channel with me to move them further on and develop further with them, that's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for, is to develop as YouTubers and become something bigger and better than we already are. Luke, your facial hair is a joke. Liam, I know you wish you were British, but that bowler hat's not fooling anybody. Tom, thanks. It feels kind of weird to be someone's inspiration, so I have no idea what to say to deal with you. But I kind of have to agree with you on Alex Day, the guy who produces content that you can see he clearly enjoys making, and it's so fun to see him make stuff. Books, yeah, I don't read. Sam, Eddie Izzard, not only just for how outlandish he is, but for his actual comedy. I don't think there's anyone else in the world who could deliver, a 4 to 5 minute joke entirely in French and still make it hilarious to a British audience. The man's a genius. So I think that covers everything. Luke will be here tomorrow making the odd normal. I'll see you guys next week.
Or else I'll burn my Action Man towel. Don't question why a 21-year-old has an Action Man towel. Don't even do it. There's no point.